Vinay Ji, Jai Sri Ram. Welcome to Bharat Marg. Welcome to all the viewers to Bharat Marg. I'm so excited to talk to you today, like always. And today is going to be an important subject, folks. School district, US school district bans Bible for vulgarity and violence. Okay, that's what we are going to discuss about. And Vinay Ji, what's happening here? We will be coming to you. Parents complained, convinced the US state that the Bible has vulgar and violent content and was banned through the pornography content rule. Okay, that's what it was mentioned, and this is this is unbelievable. What is there in the Bible already? We will see it we will learn it from Vinayji. But friends, before going further, please make sure to like the video, comment on the video, share the video as much as you can, so that we can reach out to the people with the truth, folks. That's a goal. And also make sure to subscribe to Bharat Marg and press the notification bell to make sure that you get informed as we come live. So you can join the conversation, comment, and ask questions, and those kind of things, and become the part of the conversation. Okay, welcome Vinay Ji. What is happening? Your school codes bans the Holy Bible, okay, for vulgar and violent content under the pornography rule. Say what's happening.
Well, the funny thing is here, it's ironical that the Bible is a text that has been around for almost a couple of thousands of years. Okay, so we are in the 2000s.
To be precise, maybe less than 2024 years. Maybe 2000
around that time, exactly 2024 years or something like that. Okay, so Bible was written in two forms. You have the Old Testament and then the New Testament that came in later.
Yeah, Old Testament is the one. Old Testament is the one which said that the earth is the center of the universe. Is that
and Old Testament also had a lot of connection to the Jewish faith, the Abrahamic, the faith, that they believed in Abraham as the. There was a connection between Jewish and Christian beliefs, and it still exists. But then the New Testament kind of cleaned that up. But anyway, we are not going into that. The topic is mainly about the why the the school district in the United States, state of Utah, has removed the Bible from elementary and middle school for containing vulgarity and violence. Okay, so now let's talk about this. So the Bible is it's called the King James Bible, has apparently material that's unsuitable for children, especially children who are in the elementary and middle schools. So what does it contain that has upset the Utah's Republican government? And let's kind of jump right into that. So apparently it has got pornographic or indecent text in the Bible. And Utah has been banning. The Republican government had passed a law in 2022 banning anything that is any pornographic or indecent books from schools. Okay, so if there's any mention or anything that is related, they ban that book if it's related to pornography or any indecent material that's not suitable for kids, right? So apparently the issue came up a little while ago in 2022, when right after the law was passed in the Utah legislature. So basically somebody said, okay, the Bible should be removed, and the Utah the state lawmakers kind of mocked at that suggestion. They said, how can you talk about that? Bible is a text, it's a religious text. It is our sacred text, and you can't just ban Bible from schools. But then apparently since 2022, a committee was formed apparently, and was looking into this, and they came back with a whole bunch of their findings that the Bible indeed has pornographic material. Okay, now let's go delve right into that. So
No wonder the church is filled with all kind of things. Okay.
Well, I don't want to comment on that, but I mean, like, let's. I just want to focus on this.
Okay.
Apparently, the vulgarity or violence is not suitable for younger students, and this is called the King James Bible. Okay, and the James Bible, according to the Salt Lake Tribune newspaper, the parent who complained about the vulgarity or violence said the King James Bible has no serious values for minor because it's pornographic by our new definition. And so here's the other thing. The banning of the Bible comes amid a large effort by U.S. conservatives in states to ban teachings on controversial topics such as LGBT rights and racial identity. Okay, so and bans on certain books are deemed offensive, and funnily enough, I mean, this is not the first time it's happening in the United States.
But quickly, Vinay Ji, are the Republicans are considered as the redneck church people?
Yeah, there is that misconception as well about Republicans being rednecks because I mean, especially after Trump became the president of the United States, he's a Republican. So obviously they were all flustered about that whole thing, right? But like I was just trying to say, this is not the first time it's happened in the United States. In Texas, a school district last year pulled the Bible from library shelves after complaints from members of the public opposed to conservatives' effort to ban some books. Okay, and then last month, students in Kansas requested to have the Bible removed from their school library.
Wow.
Okay, and then it's not just Texas and Kansas. This is happening in Florida. This is happening in Missouri. This is happening in South Carolina.
How come all Republican states? Are they not big on Bible?
No. I mean, like, it's not the question of Bible here. The thing is, it's the content, right? Like they're worried about some of the content, and that's what is making them a little, it's kind of they just want to protect their kids. Let me put it that way. Okay. Well, the conservatives are the ones supposed to be conservative in their ideas and thoughts and philosophy, right? And the way of thinking as well. But it's the way conservatives think it's the total opposite. The conservatives are actually very liberal, and the liberals are the conservatives. Like what we have in Canada, right? The conservatives are more liberal in Canada, and liberals are more conservatives. Right now, you have the Trudeau government, which is a liberal government, but their thinking is very conservative. Okay.
Yeah. And Vinay Ji, is that how it is there inside there? She lusted after her lovers. Whatever given here, I cannot even read it it's a family show. I cannot even read it.
With regards to the actual why it was banned, or
with the content, they say these are all the content inside the Bible.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't have the exact the content. And
unbelievable. I cannot read it inside. I don't know how they take it to the Sunday school, the young kids. Yeah,
I don't have the exact with regards to the content of what exactly is in there, but it's mainly they're referring to the Book of Mormons. Okay, that's basically what it is. And the Book of Mormons is the foundational text of the Utah-based church, of Jesus Christ, of the Latter-day Saints. Okay, so this is basically where it all started, and now, so after banning the Bible, now they're considering banning the Book of Mormons. Okay, so this is the next step, which is the other one, right? And and yeah, so the thing is, the Book of Mormon could be next to be banished, because Joseph Smith, the church founder who published the book in 1830, claimed it was translated from inscriptions of prophets on golden plates, and it is presented as a historically authentic depiction of God's dealings with people in the Americas, although this is disputed by historians and scientists. Okay, so there's a lot of information in these books that is being challenged. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
They're
Mhm. Mhm.
questioning whether this really happened, because who knows what really went on. So
Mhm.
that's basically what they're talking about.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
So, how bigger impact this will have on the Sunday schools?
Well,
Because
you
young kids go there, and I cannot even read what the thing mentions here. If somebody knows it, it talks about wow, unbelievable.
yeah, I mean, like
Anyway,
this is already upset a lot of parents, and many people are saying this is not
it
right, banning
explains
the.
the lust of a lady,
Yeah.
and it goes in much in detail.
Hmm. So the thing is, the the way it is apparently, the committee that I was talking about, right? Apparently, they
Mhm.
came up with an 8-page typed list of examples of objectionable material from the Bible,
Mhm.
quoting the exact scriptures, and this was all included in their report. Okay,
Mhm.
so words like, here are the words that are very, very, very kind of graphic, I should say, in the
Mhm.
Bible, and that's why it was banned. Number
Mhm.
one, incest. Number two, onanism. Number three, bestiality, prostitution, genital mutilation, fellatio, dildos, rape, and even infanticide. So these are all words that are in the Bible, and that is extremely, like, for a kid, what they will do is, I mean, especially today's kids are extremely smart. Okay, my I mean, like, I'll quote my own kids, right? And what they do is, if they don't understand a word, if they learn a new word in school, all they do is they just go to their computer, or they go to their cell phone, or their thing, their iPad, and then just type in the word, and boom, the meaning shows up, right? And if you click on images, that's even worse. When you do
Right.
Google, and you have a thing for images, right? So if you
Mhm.
click on images, it actually shows the graphic images of what that means.
Mhm.
Now, how can you let kids do this? Like, kids learning things like this, and is not good, because, I
Mhm.
mean, like, in schools, yes, people are, I mean, the school boards have opened up, teaching kids about, the physiology of a human, the anatomy of a human, and then a few other things, right?
Mhm.
But that's about it. I mean, it has to stop right there, and I'm okay with that, because they need to know your body parts, your thing, and what's allowed and what's not allowed, who can touch you, who cannot touch you, where somebody can touch you, where somebody cannot touch you. And, these are things that people, students and kids, should be aware of. But
Mhm.
if you go beyond that, like talking about incest, onanism, bestiality, oh my God, that's kind of
But let
extremely
me ask
dreadful.
you this. I understand this, Vinay. Just I have certain questions. If you can answer that. Now
Mhm.
the young kids are going to the church. Okay, not only here, back in India too. Okay, young
Right.
kids, they go to the church for the Sunday school, and
Yeah.
if the U.S. district can ban Bible for pornographic content in
Yeah.
in it, for vulgarity and violence. Okay, what these kids are getting from the church in the Sunday school?
Again, that's a good question, but it's kind of difficult to answer that question, because I'm not sure. I hope, honestly, I'm hoping that whoever is the teacher, whoever is the preacher who is teaching them these, the Sunday school, right? I hope he's kind of censoring some of the stuff when he's teaching. Okay, if he comes across a word called bestiality, I hope he doesn't delve into it and starts explaining what it means to the kids.
What is happening in the church? They may go to special explanation for the kids, because that is a destination for kids. All kind of thing happening inside the. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I mean, like you hear about the stuff that goes on in some of the churches where the fathers have actually abused the kids, and they've sexually assaulted women and kids and all that. I mean, it's already gone to the Vatican, and Vatican is already aware of that. I mean, they made
one second, Vinay Ji, Vatican, okay, as per unofficial reports, okay, Vatican has settled more than $4 billion out of court settlement for the child sexual abuse.
You know what? I would not believe it. I agree with you. It could be a fact, because I mean, there are so many cases, and people, rather than going through the court and making a big deal about it, you settle it out of court and just pay the person, the victim, so much money, and probably the victims are okay with that. I'm like, you know what? Because this
option they
happened 10 years ago, 20 years ago, or 5 years ago, whatever, right? They've already moved on in life, but the stigma, what happens is that they carry on till their death, right? So that no matter how much money you spend on them, that stigma won't go away, because it's embedded in or engraved in your memory. So
absolutely.
So that's unfortunate. But I recommend. I'm some people, if they really want to get into this stuff, right, they should watch a movie, a new movie called Pope's Exorcist. Okay, it's a horror movie, no doubt, but it's a great movie with Russell Crowe, and that actually they show what actually happens. Even the Pope himself is affected because of all the victimization and all this sexual stuff that goes on in the church. So that's a great movie to watch, and you know what, that's quite well actually in the movie.
My last thing for you, if you can just if you are a parent, okay, if you are talking to a parent who is taking the kid to the Sunday school for Bible studies, what you will say them? Just say, we are done with the week.
Well, when parents are sending kids to learn about the Bible, I mean, there's good stuff in the Bible as well. I'm not disputing that at all. There's a lot of great stuff in the Bible. There are morals, stories. I attended a Catholic school, and we used to learn moral science, which is all mostly from the Bible, and it has really good stuff in there. So I think the parents have to be a little careful, and they should probably talk to the preacher who is teaching at the Sunday school, to make sure that he understands where the parents are coming from. And you can't have full freedom to this. You can't give full freedom to the preacher and say, okay, whatever is in the Bible, teach them fully. But you got to
whatever you want, you do it.
Yeah, you have to be a little picky and choosy about things, what you will teach from the Bible. Teach the good stuff, but when it comes to these kind of pornographic or anything that is indecent material, don't teach my kids. Simple.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Vinay Ji, for coming in and sharing your wisdom always. Like, you have a way to put it. I can say you have a great fan base. That's why you have what you have. Okay.
Thank you.
Again, thank you very much, and looking forward to talk to you again. And till then, Jai Sri Krishna. Jai Sri Krishna.